Welcome. Here we are. We're going to have this beautiful full moon blessing activation with the four archangels. And I want everyone to just get kind of centered and in a really beautiful spot. I just want everyone to know that the idea was that you were all supposed to fill up 4 glasses of water and put them out in the full moon. And the angels had come to me early last week and talked to me about how they were going to be doing a very special blessing and blessing all of your water during the beautiful full moon. So if you did not get that message, what we're going to do is there's this beautiful music that's about 7 minutes that the angels had asked me to play. And I'm going to play that, and we're just going to all get really centered and tuned in and connected to their vibration. And while that's happening, if you don't happen to have your 4 glasses of water, that's going to give you an opportunity to do that. The water, I taped the name of each angel on mine. If you didn't put the name of the angel on your water, that's okay. You'll just want to know that there's 4, one for Michael, one for Raphael, one for Uriel, and one for Gabriel. The order that we're going to be doing the blessing in today is going to be Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right, so we're just going to listen for a few minutes to a very centering and beautiful sound by the angels. And as we're listening to that, anyone who's not prepared, does not have their 4 glasses of angels, 4 glasses of water, this is your opportunity to go and fill up 4 glasses of water and have them by your side. All right, let's see. Hopefully this works and you guys can all hear it. Can you hear it? Give me a thumbs up.
I am that I am. A divine crystalline being of love. I am that I am.
All right. Seems like some people are having trouble with the sound, so we'll just, I assume everybody has everything. We're ready to go. All right, guys. So welcome to this beautiful blessing with the gorgeous 4 archangels. As you know, I work very closely with Raphael regularly. However, Gabriel and Uriel are not ones that I have, and I've really gotten to know them this week, and what a special treat that is. So Michael, of course, is another angel I'm very familiar with. So the plan is I'm going to bring in Raphael, and to make it easier on my body and I think more fluid for all of you, I will have Raphael transcribe, in a sense, the messages that come from Michael and Gabriel and Uriel, rather than me fully embodying completely in myself those angels, because that's a lot of transition energetically for me, but you'll still get the same information from them. They're very present and they're all right here, and excited to be with all of you. So yes, the answer to your question is we will be drinking the water. So today's process is about 2 hours, and it'll be about 20 minutes to 30 minutes per angel. I have a feeling that Michael and Raphael will probably take up more time than Gabriel and Uriel. So we may go over time on the first 2, and then we're going to take a little break for about 5 minutes or so, just to kind of integrate the blessing of those first 2 angels, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up with the last 2. So what they told me was that Michael's going to be coming in and working with what he generally works with, which is protection. We're also going to be working with releasing a lot of fear that's happening right now globally, and a lot of people are feeling that around the planet. Raphael, of course, will be working with healing, mostly of the physical, emotional, mental body of ourselves, not so much the planet, but some of that. And then Gabriel's going to be coming in, working with sound and opening our heart center and connecting with our intimacy, so that we have more intimacy in our life and deeper connections with ourselves and each other. And then Uriel's going to come in and shower us with amazing and beautiful abundance. So that's the overall plan, and I'm excited to get started. So if you were gifted this by somebody as a Christmas gift, welcome. My name is Kelly. I've been channeling for 33 years, and I'm going to be making some toning sounds, and that's how I connect with the angels. I'm going to rock back and forth. My hands are going to move all over the place. I'm going to look a little ridiculous, and not to worry about it. So just absorb the energies that are coming in and the light that you're going to be receiving and the beautiful blessings. All right, here we go. Anyhow, it is that I am delighted to have these other angels with me today, as we are understood in your teachings throughout your history as four of the major archangels. And it is that there is so much to say about the angelic realm. Perhaps some of it you are familiar with, and perhaps other things in which you are not. And often in our teachings and our connection with you, we talk to you about that there is no hierarchy, that there is nothing that is greater or less than another, that you are all divine beings of light. And this is true. And yet there are beings that are more, perhaps what you could call in a state of lower consciousness, lower frequency. They are more encased in form and in matter. They are of a denser frequency. And then there are those that are vibrating at a very high frequency, originating from source itself and unconditional divine love. And just like here on planet Earth, there are different levels of frequency in which beings are evolved at any given moment in time, where it is that I am in a dimension that you do not always have full access to due to the frequency which you are holding where it is that you are. We also have different levels of frequency. And although you attune to us as archangels that are here to support, to bring messages, to guide, to care for, to heal, and to protect you, it is that there are legions and legions and legions of angels on many different planes. And these planes go all the way up to the angels that are known as the thrones. And these angels are the seat, in a sense, the overseers of where it is that I am, as though they are holding a space for all of you in the sunlight. And it is that they carry the vibration of light itself. And as you drop down through those energetic fields of the thrones, you move to the seraphims and the down even further into the dominions. And there are different energetic planes and levels of angels that are here to be of assistance and also assist us as the archangels from where we are. But our job, particularly as the archangels, are to be messengers of remembering, to remind you of who you are. And it is that almost at any time when I come to be with you and to love you and to connect with you, I talk to you about how vast you are and how magnificent you are, and that you are this being of light. And although that may appear to be oftentimes repetitive, the reason in which we are doing that is that your entire job, your entire reason, in a sense, for being here at this time on earth is to merge back with that vastness. And you may call that energy whatever it is you're wanting. Some of you connect to it and think of it as the higher aspect of yourself. It is, in a sense, the angelic part of who it is that you are. It is source itself. But it is a part of self that is still has a sense of individualization, in that it represents who you are at the highest capacity of self. It is not merging fully into source yet, because it is still holding a sense of separateness, in that it is a blueprint of your own divinity. And it is that right now on the planet, there are two things occurring and unfolding simultaneously. There are those that are moving very rapidly through what you call often an awakening process, in which you are evolving into higher consciousness and you are dropping density, you are dropping form, your attachment to matter is becoming less your focus, and you are looking to and evolving into higher states of consciousness, in a sense merging back and creating a sense of union with your higher self. And then there are those who have chosen to turn their back on that and, in a sense, are disevolving. They are involuting downward, more encasing themselves in fear, in separation, in polarization, in matter and in form, in ego, and they are disremembering. They are disconnecting from their higher self. And this is creating this great sense of upheaval, this great sense of division, this great sense of discord and disharmony. But because ultimately, you all originate from the same place when you take away the individualization of self, which is source itself, which is the light codes of all that is. It is that those who are disremembering are affecting those who are remembering, and those who are remembering are affecting those who are disremembering. And so that is why when we say doing the work in which you have been doing and working diligently on remembering or awakening is supporting the collective in its evolution. And it is that in doing so, it is like a chisel that is breaking free and away of those who are deeply encased in this heaviness of form, so that they may break out of it in the remembering of the love that they are. And so we come today because we see that you are those who choose to be on the path of awakening, who choose to take energy and put in time and effort to open up your heart, to remember your own divinity, to strive to evolve in consciousness. And it is that we come to all of you today with magnificent and beautiful blessings. And as you saw the moon shine down upon you in the recent days, and the fullness of it is, it opened up an energetic space as you had welcomed us and Kelly had, with the energy to come to wherever it is that you are, including in this very second and now moment, to go into the molecular structure and down to the crystalline knowing of the water that resides near you, and to bless it with our energetic field of light and sound, plasma and animation. And as we have done this, we are going to ask you to bring it into the dwelling of the physicality of the form of the body, and in doing so, bring blessings into your being, activating the cells within your soul and bringing you to a higher state of consciousness, and merging you more and more with the divine self of who it is that you are, the I am that I am. And as you begin to do this, and the more awakening of the divine power that you have, all of the obstacles and the fears, the dramas and the pain, the suffering and the wondering and the disappointment begins to be seen from a new perspective, as you recognize it with a sense of understanding and acceptance that it is absolutely divinely perfect who it is that you are in this now moment, where it is that you are and what it is that you are doing. And it is only the flickering and the shift of the thought and the word that can open up the space to merge with the presence of the I am of who it is that you are, that brings the blessing of all things in which you choose to receive. For it is only in your own forgetting and disremembering and dropping down into the great fall that occurred across this globe, that occurred the forgetting that everything in which you are wanting to feel, see, have, do, experience, share, know, and be, or understand is available to you at any given moment. For it is only the clouding of the disbelief of your own thought form that has been programmed by higher beings that did not have the best interest in the collective of the whole. And as the collective of the whole continues to wake up, the grip of the powers that be begin to crumble, as they have little and little left to hold on to the grip of holding you. And as you awaken to your divinity, you recognize and begin to merge with that aspect of self that you may label as, for today, your angelic self. Your angelic self looks just like you, except it is in its absolute complete glory, for it has no disease in the body. It is filled with energy and vitality. It is filled with joy and love and great abundance and prosperity. It moves moves with clarity, wisdom, teachings, and understandings, and it is here to guide and to love you along your path. And as time continues to move in space in the matrix of where it is that you are now, it is that these energies are merging more and more with you. And the great Archangel Gabriel is here today, for he shall be opening up your heart as he creates a connection deeper within its intimacy to that angelic self, allowing you to feel a greater sense of embodiment, a deeper, intimate connection and knowing that brings about many blessings. And so with that, we will begin with Archangel Michael, for he is here as the great warrior of light. And as he comes, he is strong and he is filled with courage. And as we begin to attune to his energy and vibration, he shall bring a message for you. Archangel Michael is here. And you may feel his strength and his power, for he is known as the great protector and the warrior. And as he looks to you, he notices that there is fear in the collective, as fear is bombarding your planet in a very high frequency and rate, as it is pushing up against many of you. And he comes not to protect you from the fear itself, but to move into your own personal energetic field. And as he begins to do that, he is asking you to close your eyes and to feel his strength and his unconditional love for you, and the power and the courage that he has, as he also holds an energy that is very strong and masculine and protective. And as he comes forward, he looks at you directly. Feel his presence standing there right before you here in this now moment. And he asks you to tune in to who it is that you are, and to find where you are protecting yourself from merging with your greatest self, for the fears that you personally carry and hold in this moment. For it might be a fear of deep intimacy or connection with one you love. It might be fear of being rejected. It might be fear of your own power or creativity, that if you unleash it, it would be too much. It might be fear that you are not capable or able to fulfill your dreams or do what you love. It might be fear that you will not find another who will love you in the way you want to be loved or heard or understood. It might be fear that you are in lack or do not have enough or will not have enough. It might be fear that you will be rejected by those around you in your family or friends. It might be fear that you will be abandoned. It might be a fear that you cannot be healthy and well, that you will be riddled with disease and old age. It might be a fear that there will be a war or something tragic wherever it is that you are. There may be a fear of upheaval across the globe or natural disasters. There may be a fear of the climate change and the shifting and the future and what it will be. And he says to you, there is nothing to be afraid of, as he comes in now with his great sword of light. He moves deeply into your energetic field, and he begins to clear away these fears. He begins to move with his shield and his sword as he goes in and begins to clear it. And in doing so, he starts to open up space there where that fear was holding and reside, as he begins to collect it for you. And as he is collecting it, he whirls it together in a large, heavy ball of light that he throws out deep into the universe, far away from where it is that you are. And he comes and he tells you there is nothing to fear. For your planet is strong and thriving and beautiful and magnificent, and you are on your way into a magnificent journey of light, and that everything in which you want to feel, to know, to be, and to experience is here for you in this time. For it is that sometimes you protect yourself to ward off that in which you are afraid of, but in the protecting of that, you close yourself down from feeling joy. And so he comes in now with something and bringing you this new sense of joy. And as he is moving it closer and more toward you, it starts to fill up with a beautiful blue sapphire light. Your entire auric field, from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, as he places you in a sapphire egg. And he says to you that he wants you to release and to let go of this fear, that he is here now to keep you safe and to protect you, but that you do not need his sense of protection or safety, for you can protect yourself in a sense of merging with the presence of the I am that I am, of who it is that you are. And as you begin to attune to this, he is creating space now for that higher aspect of you to begin to come. And he says to you that he has blessed this water. He has come down and flown over it, and he has placed a beautiful crystalline diamond of sapphire deep within the water that has merged into the molecular structure. And as you begin to take the water, you may lift it now if you choose. And as you do so, hold it in your hand and know that all of that in which you have been holding on to, in which you have decided to be afraid of, in which you have been in resistance of, in which you have been protecting yourself from, that you can be free now, free of that worry, of that anxiety, that stress and pain. For he has blessed this with a divine creation of energy that is crystalline in nature, that when is drank from the lips of your mouth, it moves down into the body. And as you take a sip of the water now, I want you to feel as it moves through your body that it is cleansing and washing away this fear. Attune now to a particular thing in which you are afraid of, and you may say, I am not afraid of anything at all, for why should I be afraid? And he says this is true, but go deeper beyond that, perhaps to a place in which you are in resistance of something, whatever it may be. Wherever it is that perhaps you are not allowing yourself to fully and completely shine in the glory of the divinity of who it is that you are. And as this happens, drink the water now and feel it just washing away the fear. It is cleansing your body now. I want you to drink the entire glass of water, just releasing and letting go and cleansing now. As he comes in now, you may begin to feel his presence stronger as he places a hand upon your heart and a hand upon your third eye. He says to you as Archangel Michael, the great protector and warrior of light, I come to you today to bless you, to fill you with joy and light. And as I bless you at the forehead, opening your gland to see, I show you that there is nothing to fear, but only to love. I ask you to love yourself. I ask you to say to yourself, I love you now in this now moment. I ask you to bow and to honor who you are. I ask you to know that we are here from the angelic realm, keeping you safe and protected. That as you feel and allow our assistance and our love to come, that there is nothing to fear at all. That the greatest fear in which you may have, that you may not even remember, is the fear of death, which is nothing to fear, for it is the merging with the presence of who it is that you are in the freedom of your great divine self. And so allow me to take this fear from you as it is washed and cleansed away, that you may open your heart now to feel the joy and the blessings bestowed upon you. As I take my sword, I stand in front of you, and I place it upon your head in a great blessing of who you are, to your left shoulder and to your right, to your heart and to mine. I invite you into the order of Archangel Michael, that you not only are now fully and completely protected by my love and light, but that I have invited you and initiated you into the realm of the great protectors, that you now are the protector of not only yourself, but those around you, emanating joy and reminding them to release and to let go of their fear. For fear does nothing but create sorrow and pain within the vessel of the being that you are, and it is no longer needed at this time. And so it is. And so it is. Are you ready to be completely healed and whole and full and filled with light?
You betcha.
Well, as you know, I am Archangel Raphael, and I am the angel of healing. And I come to all of you because I love, 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 love who it is that you are. And it is that there are times in which you can be out of balance in the physicality of form, out of balance in the emotion, and out of balance in your thought and mind. And when this happens, you begin to shut down. You begin to close to the light that is near, in, and around you at all times. And when this happens, you close your cells like this, tight like a fist. And so I want you to fist yourself, to close your hand and make a fist now and hold it as tight as you possibly can. And know that this tightness are in different places all over your energetic field. When we look at these fists, we see them as pieces of stone or pebble, sometimes big as a boulder. They're energetic blockages that get in the way from your healing. Sometimes you put them there unconsciously to punish yourself from past things. Sometimes you put them there from trauma and pain that you are not willing to see or to look at. Sometimes you put them there to keep you distracted from your divinity of who you are, or not looking at what wants to be seen. But today I ask you to receive a blessing from me, as I want to bring to you a light that I have placed inside your water. And it is that this light can go in if you are willing, but you have to let go. You have to open up. You have to surrender in order to receive this. This is the blessing of energy. This is the blessing of vitality. This is the blessing of perfect health that is your birthright, to have a physical body that moves with ease and grace. This is the vitality and energy of your life, of youthfulness and beauty and radiance. And it is that you close off from that sometimes to go deep down into the shell of who you are, because it is the only way that you can hear us. It is the only sign that you can know is if we hurt you or you feel that you are being hurt. And this does not come from us, for we do not do this to you, but you to yourself, in an unwillingness to fully embrace, to love, to accept, and to own who you are, to love yourself, to say to yourself, to look and say, I love you. It is the loving and the embracing and the acceptance of who you are that allows this fist to begin to relax, to begin to open. And so it is that we come and we ask you now, after that fist had been so tight for so long, it's not that easy to open, right? If you open it too quickly, it will begin to hurt. You have to slowly just begin to open it in a way that it can allow the receiving. If someone were to come and open it too fast, it would be jarring to you. So we ask you to open up to the amount that you are able, the amount that you are capable of opening to us as we come with healing light. You see, we want to go into your cells, deep into each one, so that it is ringing with the sound of light, that it is filled with energy and beauty and vitality. We want to open it so wide that you are at peace and ease and joy and bliss and acceptance of all that is. And as we fully open it, we clear away the thoughts in the mind as we bring you back to the stillness and the presence of the now. And so we ask you now to go in and to find where perhaps there was a clenched fist. Perhaps it is in your belly or your throat, behind your head, or in your knee or in your foot. It can be anywhere in multiple places in the body. And then it can be in the energetic field. It can be in an unwillingness to forgive, in a need to be defensive, in a need to be in control, in a feeling that I am better than another or they than me, in an unwillingness to listen to someone or to feel unheard. It can be in the role of the perpetrator, or it can be the role of the victim and the martyr, the poor me. That can be a clenched fist as well. For the clenched fist can be in the body and in the emotion and in the thought of the racing mind and the feeling that you cannot find a place of peace to rest upon. And so find that clenched fist wherever it is, and find the tightest of them all and begin with that. And when you find the tightest fist of all and you have identified where it is and what it is, begin to slowly open it. And as you open it, take your other hand and lift your water to your mouth. And as you lift the water and begin to drink it, feel it being poured into your cells. And as it's coming in, it is coming in now to that open space, for the cell has begun to open like a flower that is budding. And as the water is moving in and pouring in, you're receiving a blessing and a healing from me, as I bless and heal your body into the miraculous wholeness of complete healing. And so it is. And as you feel that, you may know that it is done. And when you feel complete, that you accept, believe without any doubt or shred of wondering, you can clench your fist again if there is another place. And as you clench it very tight, attuned to the energy and the vibration of what you are holding on to, whatever it shall or may be. And as you do that, decide in this now moment that you do not need to hold on to that any longer. Whatever it is, whatever story that you have told yourself about it, that you cannot walk easily or run, or perhaps it is a story of a certain disease or pain or suffering. Perhaps you are ready now to open your fist and to let it go, to say that story is no longer who I am. And as you open it, begin to drink the water, and as you drink it, feel it come in to the cell. And as it comes in, it is a beautiful plasma light. It is filled with emerald green. It is moving into that cell and awakening it to a new remembering. It is recoding it and its DNA to its original state, based in the form of the remembering of the I am that I am. And as it moves into the cells, you say to yourself in this now moment, I have been blessed with the divine water and blessings of the great Archangel Raphael, that in this now moment may I be whole, miraculously healed. And so it is. And now move into any other place in the body that you may find a clenched fist, for it may be an unwillingness to let go of anger, defensiveness, sorrow, grief, or pain. Gather it up in your fist, the emotion that you feel so strong that it's hard to release or let go of, and gather it until it becomes so big it is in your hand. And as you hold it in your hand, begin to close your hand, crunching it and creating a big, heavy fist. And in that fist, it begins to recognize that it has no hold upon you. And as Archangel Raphael that I am, I come to you now to drink another sip of water. And as I do this, begin to open your hand and see the freeing of that energy and emotion as it is released now once and for all, permanently in this now moment, as I completely and absolutely bless you with this. As you may open that space and feel that blessing, you move into the energy and the vibration of joy, bliss, peace, serenity, acceptance, understanding, surrendering. And now, with what is left in your glass, I take his cue to take it and to drink it down, knowing that it is going now into every single cell, every little part of the tissue in the body, every organ. It is lighting it up with the crystalline light of plasma light. And this plasma light is of the emerald green and golden color, floating and moving through your whole body. And as it begins to do this, it is creating a space and an opening now for you to begin to feel alive and vital, revitalized and awake. As the great blessing has occurred, you are merging now with the presence of the higher aspect of who you are, your angelic self. Begin to feel and sense his or her presence standing in front of you. And as you do so, you see that it is shifted and changed now from this blessing, allowing you to see it more clearly. This angelic self looks just like you, but see the magnificence of its body, how agile and free it is, how clear and vital it is, how radiant and beautiful and healthy it is, how joyful and playful and magnificent it is, how clear and present in the now that it is, how it sits in such a sense of great peace and such presence, how it emanates a sense of strength and power that is felt by all those who see and look at it just for who and what it is, for it is emanating a light, a presence of love. This is you. This is who you are in your fully awakened state. You are simply radiating light that is actually emanating from all the cells in your body that are singing with joy. And this light is radiating out into the world, creating a rippling effect of remembering across the globe and an awakening to who you are. This is you. You are divine. You are powerful. You are the great creator. You are vital. And it is in the silent presence of the deep, deep knowing of who you are that you now merge with this light as it has been poured in, out, and around and through you, blessing you on every level. So you now are filled with vitality, radiance, beauty, strength, emanating a deep connection to Source, held in a beautiful sphere egg by the great Archangel Michael, protected from any energies that are lower than the frequency we are aligning with in this now moment, where all fear has been released and let go. You are now the light. Feel the light. Be the light. Radiate this light. Know that you are light. Bring into your mind's eye now your angelic self. The I am that I am. Feel it coming closer and closer to you. It is right there with you, sitting in the egg that Archangel Michael has placed around you. You are closer now than you have ever been before in this lifetime. Your connection with the presence of the I am that I am, of the angelic self of who you are, is closer to you now, in this very moment here and in this now moment, than you have ever felt before during this incarnation. Do you feel its energy? Do you feel its unconditional love for you? Do you see how radiant its eyes are? How clear its skin is? How powerful it is? How centered it is? How grounded it is? How wise and ancient it is? All the gifts that it has brought in this lifetime, the gifts that it carries. Some you have opened and unwrapped and embodied, and others are still waiting for you. Do you see the gift that it has for you now? Are you ready to unopen that gift, to embody it, to own it, to be it, to know it, and to share it? You are a divine being of light, whole and blessed. We are blessing you now with the miracle of absolute healing on every level. And as the great masters that have walked across your globe such as Jesus could bring the dead to life, could walk unseen in a crowd, could change water to wine, and could heal at the flick of an eye, at the moment's notice, could teleport to another place, could communicate telepathically. So can you. For you are a divine being of source, of God, of all that is. And we are opening up this space now for you to see that, to honor that, to be that, to know that, and to merge with that. And so that beautiful angelic self that is all of those things and more, much, much more, is right here now sitting in the sphere and this energetic egg of light with you. So we're going to give you a moment to just feel that and to take a few moments to come back into life, knowing that you will be returning with Archangel Gabriel as he is coming in for a very special blessing to merge you and your angelic self as one being, fully embodied as whole. And so it is. All right, everybody, if you need to just stay where you are, that's fine. If you need to use the bathroom or just hold the energy. I don't want to take too long of a break because they're right here and we want to merge it, so just stay present. Just give you 2 minutes in case you have to get up. Because they're right here, we just want to continue if you guys have the stamina. As you're dropping back down, down, down into another state of consciousness. We are wanting you to really feel your angelic self, your higher self, the I am that I am, whatever it is that you are wanting to call it, as Archangel Gabriel is here. It is that I am Archangel Gabriel. I come from a realm of sound. I love to play my horn in the celestial sounds of music, as I am an angelic being of the sound. There are many different planes of existence that you remember at times and others forget. For there is the plane of sacred geometry where all things are shape, as you begin to move into the energy of the spiral of creation itself. Depending on the vibration in which you carry or hold, you are on different levels of that spiral, moving in, out, and around and above. And I come down from that spiral into your realm of this dimension, and I can see here that it can be heavy and a bit dense, and that there is this place of deep forgetting and amnesia that you have chosen to feel and to experience on the earth plane. But my job today is to create a space as I blow my horn into different aspects of yourself. I'm going to break free and open and shatter that forgetting, as I'm going to thin the wall, or some of you may call it the veil, between the remembering of where you are and the divine aspect of where you originated from, and the same place in which you shall return to. For your planet is going through great and immense change, and it is my duty to merge you with your higher self at this time in space in your historical moment, so that you may be a beacon of light, going forward, feeling a greater, deeper connection to who you are, with an understanding of the magnificence of your light. And as you walk through the world with this beacon of light, you will carry it in a way that will light a flame within the hearts of others. And as that flame is lit within them and enough across your globe, you will reign across it a new age. Many of you call this a golden age or the age of Aquarian. Do not lose hope that you are not moving to, in, and around and through it, for you are. But as we come as assistants from the angelic realm to merge you with these higher aspects of self, we elevate the frequency and the ability for this ushering in of new light to happen at a new pace. And so now we shall begin. Begin to feel and connect and see this part of yourself. As Raphael has described, it looks just like you. It is standing right in front of you now. It is a little bit taller than you are in the form you are in now. It is a little bit, or quite a bit actually, lighter than you are now. It is not nearly as solid. It is luminescent in a sense, and it glows. It has the same features and hair as you, but it is youthful than you are, and more radiant and filled with light. It is completely whole and able to integrate all energies that are on the planet at this time. It does not get in any way knocked over or triggered, for it is able to hold its presence. Its emotional state is in a place of joy and peace and acceptance. And it is that as you merge with this part of the I am that you are, which in many regards is the God self itself, you are able to walk through life with a new perspective, to be blessed in a way that you see things in a new way, and that you are present and bring joy to everything that you see, do, feel, have, and experience from this day forward. And so we shall begin. As you sense our presence in front of you, get very connected and attuning to the beauty of this presence of your angelic self, which is you at the level that is resonating with the frequency beyond the plane of the earth plane into the higher realms of light. And so it is that down beneath, into the core of the earth, is your soul star. This soul star has all of your contracts and understandings of this lifetime. And it is that the contracts are being right now shuffled through as all of the angels are coming into your soul star. They are clearing away any debris of any difficult contracts you have put in place for yourself, for we do not have time for that, for we are speeding up your learning so that it may be done with more ease and grace. And with your permission, we are taking that cube of light that is embedded deep in the earth, and we are merging it now and bringing the feet of the core of energy from down deep into the earth star to merge with the angelic self of who you are. And so there is a large star down in the earth that is the star of the earth star of your angelic self. It is bigger than your own personal earth star, and it is opening up now. And as it begins to open, it is consuming and merging with your earth star. This is very profound. What this is doing in this now moment is blessing you to remain here on earth during these great times of change, but embodying the higher part of you on earth, anchoring in and tying to the earth your angelic self, who will guide you and assist you and review your contracts at every given moment and breath, so that they may unfold with the most ease and grace, with the greatest joy and connection to self. But we ask of you something. In order for this to occur, you must love yourself. And so I want you to drink a glass of water, just a sip from Gabriel. And in that sip you say that I love myself, and I am willing in this now moment to merge my earth star with the earth star of my higher self, my angelic self, that it may be a guiding light for me, anchoring me here on earth, but embodying a much higher frequency of light. Meaning that you are stepping into the shoes now, into the life of your angelic self. This is the greatest aspect of who you can be. You are merging with your angelic self at the core of your earth star, in a willingness to love, completely love yourself. I love you. And now, as you have connected at this very core level of the earth star, light is beginning to move up as if you are merging yourself with it at that core. You are beginning to fold in together. If you think of it as if a mirror of yourself that is lighter and more involved is in front of you, at the very bottom, deep in the earth, you are connecting as one. And now you're going to move all the way up into the physicality of where you are. And you're going to merge your feet and the feet that walk on the ground of your angelic self as one. You are stepping into this body. It is a little bigger than you, so you can step into it. And as you step into it, you're stepping on and into the shoes of your angelic self. From this now moment, with the blessing that you may walk how your angelic self would walk, with authority, with confidence, with strength, with ease. And you're emerging now at the knee, You're stepping in to the flexibility and the ability to bend and to move. You're merging in now to the root chakra. This is quite a connection as we are opening up the space between your angelic self's root and yours. And as this happens, I'm coming in now with my celestial horn as Archangel Gabriel. And as I blow into the horn, I blow away anything in your root chakra that is still based in the mechanism of survival, of fear, of anxiety, or stress. And I come in now and I clear that. And as I clear it, I ask you to drink the blessed water that I have blessed for you, clearing energy out of your survival mechanism, merging you now with your I am that I am higher self. As you are embodying and stepping into it, the color begins to become a lighter red and it begins to spin at a much faster rate. You are stepping in now, and from that space you are grounded into the earth, seeing the beauty in it. You feel completely and absolutely safe, taken care of, understood, recognized, and loved. And as I do that, I'm moving the energy up as I start to sew you together with your angelic self in your solar plexus. And my horn comes in as Archangel Gabriel, and I am coming in to any place in which you have lost your power or lost your way, have forgotten who you are, as I begin to blow upon it with my horn of light, the sound of creation where all things are born. And as I begin to clear this, you merge with the omnipresence of your I am that I am and your higher self as they become one, embodying what it feels like to stand in the glory of your strength and power, moving forward without any sense of feeling sorry or resistant, where your head is not bowed in humility but standing tall. But you carry a sense of peace, of bliss, a presence that may appear as humble in some ways, and yet the other way, it is just a knowing of your own divinity. There is no need to boast. The ego here is balanced, as is the divine masculine and feminine. And as this occurs, I come in with my horn and I bring it right up and against your heart. And as I press it against your heart, I begin to blow into it a celestial sound of a frequency so high that it blows open your heart. And it breaks away any protection as it becomes vulnerable and raw and open, filled with light and love, where juices are emanating from it from unconditional love and great sweetness. As you merge now with the love in the heart of your angelic self, who radiates a love beyond that you've ever known before for self and others, where you look at yourself and you feel so much compassion, so much forgiveness, so much understanding, so much love. And that same love you give now to everyone you see and meet. You see beyond the part of them that is disconnected from their angelic self. You look beyond that and you see the love in their heart, the beauty of who they are. You forgive them, you honor them, and you know that they are divine. As you are merging now with that part of your angelic self, you are able to be in the presence of others who in the past perhaps may have triggered you or caused a sense of upset, but now you see it in a new way, a new understanding. You are at peace and still like the Buddha, with so much compassion that you just look at them with an open heart as a loving witness to what is, knowing that it is fleeting and passing and not who they are, but just a peace that is now reflecting something to you to love. As you merge now with that presence, you may drink some water, for the heart is to absorb the blessings of Archangel Gabriel, merging you now with your angelic self's heart. And so now you are merged from your earth star up to your heart. And as we want to show you even closer, we bring you to your throat. And as we come in with our horn and I bring it up all the way to your throat, I blow my horn of celestial light and sound into your throat, clearing away an inability to speak or to share, to know your truth, clearing away a time when you felt unheard or invisible, clearing away angst or angry or harsh words or those that are not filled with joy and love. And as I do that, I bring you in closer as the angelic self comes and you begin to merge with their throat, one that speaks with clarity, confidence, uses words and poetry and beauty, knows the presence of the sound of the I am that I am, speaks with a sense of authority and understanding, strength and power, one who recognizes and knows the word and the power of the word. For it is that the word began, and so it was that all of creation began to be born. It is the power of the word to create the world in which you recognize to be the reflection of what is. And it is from this day forward now, in the sacredness of that word, that you merge and speak from the presence of your angelic highest self, the highest vibration that can be spoken in every word, in every moment. And so it is. And as that merges now, you're coming in closer, embodying your full angelic self. And this angelic self now, and you, your entire head, is now moving and merging with it. This may be the hardest adjustment to step in here, for this will require the letting go of the mind. As your angelic self comes in, this is the most important piece, to drink some water. And as you do this, you are clearing the mind. As this has been blessed, and I blow my horn on your third eye, clearing away the debris of the fragments of the mind, of the thought, of the cannot do it, I am not good enough, or the worry or the anxiety of the past, the criticism and the judgment of self and others, the clutter of the mind that is not present in the angelic self, that has no part in that higher part of who you are, that is clear in the presence of the now and only the now, moving forward in an open mind of clarity and joy, with an ability to have vision, the vision to see beyond this world and beyond the veils into the higher presence. You are merging now as an opening in the pineal gland is stimulated. And as you merge your head with your angelic self, you begin to feel a closing and an embodying, as if something is coming up over your head and down your back, as it is like a zipper zipping down the field of energy, as you are now standing complete and full inside your angelic self, embodying the highest aspect of the I am that I am. And with that, I come now with my horn. As I float or fly above you, I blow the celestial heavens of sound and light down into your crown. as it seals and merges you with your angelic self. And as this merging happens, it opens up wider and wider and wider, moving you up into the higher realms now, into the realm of sound. This is the place in which you remember to be all things, the beginning of vibration and sound itself, which drops down into form to create the reflection of matter and structure, the building blocks of the matrix of the universe you know to be. And I merge the highest aspect of your angelic self at your soul star with that in which you know to be who you are now, as your soul star and your earth star are now merged in the completion of deep connection with the I am that I am. As you repeat after me, I am that I am. I am now completely merged with the I am presence of who it is that I am. I am now completely merged with the presence of the I am that I am. I am now completely merged with the presence of the I am that I am. I am embodying the highest aspect of the vibration of my angelic self. I am embodying the highest aspect of the vibration of my angelic self. I go forward from this day forward now, in this now moment, walking as my God self, embodying and holding the light as a beacon of strength, compassion, understanding, radiance, beauty, health, vitality, understanding, wisdom, and power. And so it is. This blessing is extraordinary, as you have received a complete connection and merging with the highest aspect of who you are. And it is that we want you to know that it has always been your birthright to feel and to merge with this part of self, and that it always has been and ever shall be your birthright to be fully, completely, and absolutely abundant. That the idea that there is not enough, or that you somehow are in lack, is an idea that is a falsehood, that was formed in a matrix to keep you in the illusion of separation, continuously striving for something outside of yourself. But as you recognize that you are abundance, that you are everything, that you are creation itself, there is no more need to search or to seek or to manifest or to create abundance, because you recognize that you are abundance. And so Archangel Uriel is here to shower you in abundance, meaning to provide you a container to see the abundance that already is, that is you, that is creation. And so the most powerful thing that you can do in this now moment, from the blessing that was blessed in the water by Archangel Uriel, is that she blessed it with the energy and the vibration of creation itself. What is creation? Creation is everything that you can see. It is everything that you can hear. It is everything that you can feel. It is everything you could know, understand, be, do, or have. And it was all created, everything, by you. Everything. Because you are creation. And as you lift the water from Archangel Uriel now, we want you to say, I am creation. I am creation. It is my God-given birthright to be abundant in all things, in everything I see, in everything I do, in everything I feel. I may experience anything I want to experience, for the only idea that there is something blocking me from that experience is a thought in my mind based in the illusion of forgetting. But as I am merged now with the I am presence of who I am, all things are possible. Any limitation that I have placed upon myself as I drink this water is now released. For I am creation. For I may do anything at all that I want, for I am creation. For I may have anything at all that I want, for I am creation. For I may experience anything I want, for I am creation. For creation comes from the vibration of love. And love is infinite and endless and abundant, for it has no boundaries, for it is ever ending, and so it is.
So it is.
And so as Archangel Uriel is here, he wants to come in and rain down upon you as if golden coins are showering you in light. They are falling all around, and they are an illusion, for you have created a currency that you equate with abundance, but it is just an energy. And when that energy is free to move and is not hindered by thought or lack or belief or a story, when you unkink the hose from it, it is infinitely ever flowing to bring to you a sense of vitality and beauty, radiance, youthfulness, joy, connection, intimacy, creation, creativity, communication, playfulness. It is all available to you, for you are now in the presence of the I am that I am, fully merged with the creation of who it is that you are. And with that now, Archangel Uriel is activating your toric field, that it may be flowing freely without kinks, moving from your heart center up now. Feel the energy moving up through your heart and your throat, through your head and out your crown, as if it is a beautiful water fountain overflowing with infinite, endless energy. And as it flows, it rains down a donut, a sphere of light that is all around you, cascading down with beauty and light. And as it cascades down, it goes all the way down into the Earth star, where you are connected with the deep, profound connection with the presence of the I am. And as it does this, it moves up through the tube of light, moving through you, bursting out again the top of your crown, up, out, and around, and around, and around, flowing, infinite, endless, energetic flowing of abundance of everything, and most importantly, abundance of freedom. freedom to be who you want to be, freedom to do what you want to do, freedom to experience what you want to experience. Freedom. And as you drink the water again, you are drinking the vibration of freedom. Free, you are free and abundant. Feel the energy moving and flowing around you. And now you are sitting in your toric field, protected in a sapphire light by Archangel Michael, fully embodying and merge with the I am that I am, with the presence of your angelic self. And from this day forward, you will never be the same, for you will be stronger, lighter, clearer, abundant, free, and filled with energy and vitality. You have been blessed by the great 4 archangels of light who love you beyond words. And you too, my dear one, are an angel yourself. And when you open up your eyes to remembering that, to embodying that, and to being that, you walk across the globe as a beacon of light, with a flame in your heart so bright that can be seen from the heavens above, remembering and knowing that you are here to serve, to bring joy, to bring laughter, to bring love, to accept who you are, to love who you are, to be who you are, and to know who you are, which is the I am that I am that I am. And so with that, we bless you, we love you, and we see you. Good day.
Good day.
Well, thank you for joining that beautiful blessing today with those beautiful beings. And I see all of you now as I should always be seeing you, which is these gorgeous, angelic beings of light. And so many of you have been so kind to me and supportive and been with me in all of my classes for many years, and I want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful to you. You give meaning to my life that you're here, and I love you, and I hope you feel all the blessings from these beings of light, and that they will remain with you forever. So I hope you have a gorgeous holiday, a happy new year, and what? And Casey loves you so much too. And I guess that's it.